Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you about the genealogy Twitter community. So I know what you're thinking. When you hear the words genealogy Twitter, you immediately think about me going to say how great it is, and don't get me wrong, it's brilliant, but that's not where I'm coming from with this. It does involve Twitter and it does involve genealogy, but hear me out. So Twitter, being my preferred social network of choice when it comes to talking about genealogy, recently introduced a new feature a month or two or three ago. It's been here a while, but only was released or only made worldwide fairly recently. Now, 3 days, I was looking through my emails and I checked my spam folder, as everyone does, I'm sure, and saw that Twitter had replied to me. Now, what this was about was I had sent off an application for a community, strictly genealogy-based, to be created, and it was accepted. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about. Now, the best way to describe a Twitter community is it's the Twitter version of a Facebook group. But like I've said, and I'm just saying now, that I've seen less toxicity when it comes to genealogy on Twitter compared to other platforms. And when I say other platforms, I usually mean Facebook in this case. But what this is it's a place to just go strictly genealogy only. The membership is open to all, and just tweet mad about genealogy and make new connections. That's the whole idea of it. Now, that that's out of the way, let's see how you can join it. Now that you know about the community, let's see how you will go about joining it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to the Explore section here on the left-hand side, if you're on a computer, or if you're using Twitter Lite on an Android device, or Twitter for Android or Twitter for iOS, it'll be a magnifying glass. So you'll click that and you'll go up to the search bar and you're going to want to type in my Twitter name. So it's @Daniel Genealogy. So I'll click on here because that's my profile. So I have my pinned, just saying that I'm the founder of this, and then I put this pin emoji in to show anyone who came to my profile that to join it, you have to go to my pinned tweet. And a pinned tweet, no matter who you go to on Twitter, is always going to be the first tweet you see. And I'm going to scroll down here, and I can see here, it's distinguished here, pinned tweet. So this group was originally private to filter out bots and spamming and that sort of thing. But then it was pointed out to me that that wasn't really practical for two reasons. One, I want to make genealogy for all, which means, you know, has to be inclusive, therefore public. And also it was not practical for me admitting everyone, just sitting down every evening to just let people in. It just wasn't going to work, because there was, I think, 250 people joining in the first 24 hours of its creation, and it was only created 2 days ago. Today's the 15th, so it's created the 13th. So I'm going to click on this big banner, or tap if you're on a phone or a tablet, and it'll take me to the community overview. Now, on the right-hand side, we can see the group rules. Now, these are subject to change at any time. So if you're joining, please do check every now and again. And I can see the community picture. I can see the community name, which is genealogy. And this is basically, in a nutshell, what the whole community is about. When people want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Twitter and want to see a timeline full of genealogy, this is where you need to be. Simple as. So I'm going to go down here, and remember, I have not joined the thing yet. So I have a tweet here, and let's say, oh, I want to like this. So I click like, and tells me, oh, I can't do that yet. Because despite communities being public, that's just the content in which you see. But only members or people who are in the community can interact with them. So I can't reply or like them because I'm not a member. But if I click the join button, it'll prompt me to agree to the rules. And again, these are subject to change at any time, so please do look. And then I'm going to click agree and join. And then I can see here, I've joined. So now I can see, I can go down here and I can like this tweet. So I'm going to click like, and I've liked it because I'm a member. And I can reply to this as well if I wanted to. So when you're applying or tweeting in general, communities are public and it can be seen by anyone. But this tweet will only show up in the communities tab. It won't show up in your regular timeline. So it's separate to your timeline, this whole community thing. So I could tweet here. So it says replying to Genealogy Misc in Genealogy, or whatever name of the community it is. And then obviously it prompts me to look at the rules. So I can click on the rules and it gives me a little pop-up here and I can see these are the rules. And then if they're in the rules, I reply and send. Now, up here, I have this new little button, which is the invite. So what this does is if I wanted to say, hi, John, do you want to join? And John says yes, then I can invite him. So it says I have 5 invites left. So when it says search for people, what you're going to want to do is type in the handle. Now the handle is the content of their username after the @ sign. So you'll type that in and then there'll be a button that says invite. And then click on that, it'll say invited, and then you click done. But you only have 5 invites left. But if you are an admin or moderator or creator, whatever word you wish to use, of a community, you have unlimited. Hence why I was able to do 250. Anyway, so now that I've joined, I see I have a new tab here on my left-hand side. Now this will show up on the bottom of my screen on Android and iOS Twitter app. It's this logo. Now, as it stands at the moment, it's only available on the official Twitter app. This can be in the form of twitter.com or Twitter for Android or Twitter for iOS. Twitter for iOS does include iPad as well. So if I click here on communities, I can see all the communities I'm a part of here, and I can click on the one I want to look at specifically, or if I'm in a number of them, this will be a stream of tweets with all the communities I'm in. So if I'm in 2 or 3, all the tweets from that community will appear here. And that's my timeline, if you wish, for communities. And apart from that, there is not much else to it. Now that that's out of the way, how do I tweet? So now that I'm in a community, if I wanted to send something, I can click tweet. Now, Twitter beat me to it, but what you'll notice now is you'll have this option up here. So it's a drop-down menu. So at the moment it says everyone, and when it says everyone, that means it's going to tweet to your account, which means anyone who's following you can see it. But if I wanted to send a tweet into the community, I click on this menu and then I click on genealogy and then it changes. So it now says genealogy and community members can reply. That bit can't be changed. but it could still change in the future. I don't know. It's still a new feature. And then you have the rules here. So you type out your content of your tweet. So say hello world. I'm not going to send this, but you can have the add tweet, so you can do a thread in there as well. And apart from that, that's as simple as it gets. Now, if you're like me, you probably might have come across not being able to invite someone. Now, there are two reasons why. Number one, their private account that wants to join. And the short answer to this is you can't invite private accounts. However, they should be allowed to join it anyway, as far as I know, or if they want to be invited, if they just want that bit of extra help and have the invite delivered to their DMs, they need to have their account on private. Sorry, excuse me. They need to have their account on public, but they only need to do that temporarily. And then once you've sent them the invite, then they can turn their account on private again and then work as normal. As far as I know, that works. Second thing is it might not have rolled out. And I know what I said at the start. It's rolled out to all. That's what I've been told. However, it might just be a technical glitch that Twitter are dealing with at their end. As I said, it's still a fairly new feature. So there are bound to be some spanners in the works somewhere. And finally, if you are a Twitter for Android or a Twitter for iOS user, it may also be a case of you need to update your Twitter app. So go into your Google Play Store or Apple App Store and update it there. And that might help. And as well as this, if you're a Twitter for Android user specifically for this one, this isn't to do with not being able to get into communities, it's an entirely different thing. You might, now I'm an Android user myself, so I don't know if this is just me or whether other people have dealt with this, but me being a Twitter Android user, I can't send tweets with my official Twitter app on my Android phone. Now, if you get an alternative called Twitter Lite, Lite, I'm able to tweet into the community with that. However, you were able to do everything else that I demonstrated in the part earlier about using the communities and how to get in and what you can do in it. You can still do that all on your Android app. It's just sending tweets into the community. Just sending tweets in. You can reply to any of that and to send tweets into the actual community itself. So you'd have to tweet anything into the community using Twitter Lite, or you can use your computer as well, or Twitter web app, as tweets from that are signed. But apart from that, I'd say that's it. If there's something that you're unsure about, or some question you want me to answer, just leave a comment below and I will get back to you. So I hope to see you there and see you all next time for the next video. Bye, everyone.